All right, so we're in the Uploader program. They call it Smart Browser program for WinTotal. This is how you upload to a client who has a website. I don't know of a way to share with you electronically all these different websites. I've built these one at a time. Basically, every time I've sent an appraisal to a client, we've added it here and it's saved it and remembered it. So if you're doing one for the first time, you would simply go up here to the top and type in the address that gets you to their portal page. And those will be, we have a list of all of those, or they will be on the order. And once you put that in once, then it'll come up and ask you who the client is, who the login, and all the login information, then it'll save it. So let's say I'm sending it to Prime Lending, who I've already sent it to before. And you see I can go over here and edit it if there's some reason to edit it. But I would go to Prime Lending and automatically it goes into their VMS Cloud account, and here's their website where you upload it. Here is my username, the login. Here's my password right below that. Here's the XML file and the PDF file. It also gives you all this other information. Now, this all would have been filled in if I'd completed this appraisal, and you would have that there. What these little arrows are push arrows. So all I have to do is my cursor is blinking over here in the username. So I go up here to username or login and push it over. And it pushed my username over. Then I jump down to the password and push it over. So you don't have to remember this stuff. You can just push it over. Now it's logging onto my page. I click on Appraiser menu. I find the appropriate job. This job that we're doing isn't for this client, but we'll just pick one. Say this is the job I wanted to do, and you open it up. And each one of these, well, each company is going to be a little different. You may recognize this one because this is eTrack, which is Valuation Management uses this same company. So, well, if you didn't upload these before, you wouldn't recognize these necessarily. But anyways, you're going to see this type of format with a couple different companies using the same software vendor. So down here is where the XML file is, and you would be loading the XML file here by coming up, clicking on this button here, and pushing it over. Well, let me go ahead and do it. I'll cancel it before I do it in this case, but okay. So I pushed it over, and the computer thinks about it for a second, and it should do it automatically. Of course, it usually doesn't take this long. Okay, well, this is a good example. Sometimes it does get hung up, so you just have to hit cancel here. Let's try it again. So we go ahead and push the XML file over, and boom, there. So now it pushed it over, and all you have to do is hit upload here, and it uploads. I'm going to actually cancel out of this. Let me take that out. So now that we've uploaded the appraisal to the client, we then go up here to the X and close out. It will come back over the message. Did it go okay? Yes, it went okay. So we hit that, and now we're back to our report. It always comes up with this error too. So why WinTotal can't get this figured out? We want to just hit close program. So it's closing that Smart Browser program. For some reason it never closes cleanly. All right, so now I'm totally done, right? So we got the order from the office. We printed off what we needed. We did our inspection. We came back. We opened the job. We merged it with an old job or a template. We completed the report, and then we just uploaded it to the client. So now we're completely done, and we can go up here to the X and close out of this particular file, and it's going to take us back to the WinTotal desktop. And then what we want to do is, if we're not on top of our file, it usually will bring you back right on top of your job. Then you go up here to move, and you type in the file number and move it. You also could, if you're good with the mouse, if you don't trust yourself with the mouse, than do it this way through Move. You can also grab it by clicking on it and dragging it down to the folder either way. So I could take this one and I could drag it down into this folder. That would be the same function of getting it out of the in progress folder. All right, last thing we want to do then is we can close out of WinTotal altogether, or we can just simply jump to our desktop, but we need to make sure that the office knows that it's complete and we want to get paid. So we double click on this value link icon. Mine pops up over here on this window, and then I go in here to assign to appraiser, and then I find the job that I want, and then I come over here to update status, and I choose completed, and then I hit update status, and now the job is done. So it shows status complete, and now you will get paid for it. You will get yet another email from the system confirming that it was completed. You may also get subsequent emails from the system. Say for instance it's a GP job. So here's the email that just came through right now saying that the status has changed from assigned to appraiser to completed. You might get one on a GP job that says the client has made payment, or this job is now paid. So there can be other times that you'll get these emails from DS Murphy & Associates like that. All right, so